What's up, guys? Becca Me is here with Smallville, Season 3, Episode 11, Delete. Okay, so this episode starts off with Chloe at the Daily Planet, and she's like, I'm the reporter of my family because my cousin isn't reporting, and he reads the card, and the card says Lois Lane, the first name drop of Lois Lane, because the guy wouldn't get read Chloe's call. So then she's walking to a car when a truck tries to mow her down, and that truck turns out to be Clark, and she's so scared. But Clark, he's like, Chloe, and so then so then the sheriff's like, and she's like. Hey, Mr. Kent, sorry, I have this accent. I said I wouldn't do it, but I like. She's like, hey, Mr. Kent, why were you told that I was stolen? He's like, I don't know. The last thing I remember being in a library. So she's like, what'd you see? I said, I saw Clark. I saw your parent. I saw you was in your driving me with your driving down with your parents' truck in your truck, and yeah, and he's like, Chloe, I would, I would I would never hurt you like that. So he's like, so yeah, so so yeah, so Clark tries to look into it, and Chloe's there, and she's like, hey Clark, I got this. It looks like you were writing a history report when you got an email from this person named Brainwave, which and like me is this person named Molly Griggs, who turns out to be the one sending Clark's email. So yeah, so is Lana is at school when she gets the same email, and she tries to kill Chloe too, but 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 thankfully Adam's there, and he's got some like special moves, and yeah, they both got suspended, but yeah, and it seems like they both got them from Brainwave. So yeah. So then we see Dr. Garner, who from season 2, episode 8, Ryan, and AKA who plays Sheriff Keller on Riverdale, is there, and he's like, those reporters are trying to shut down my research and all that. He's like, we can't let these reporters research, and and they look at Molly Griggs, and she's like, I tried, I, I tried to like interview her for Daily Planet, and I tried to try to shut down Summerhold, and Clark goes to Summerhold, but of course Dr. Garner lies to him, and that's when he calls Clark uses to say, hey Molly Griggs, plans have changed. So so yeah, Clark, so Lex, knowing about this, he goes to Molly Griggs. Oh, and then when Clark shows up, he's like, "What?" And she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Doctor Garner does not care about you." And she's like, "What?" She's like, "She's Doctor Garner does," and he's like, "Hey, look." She sent one last email before we got here, and she's like, what do you know his address?" And he's like, Martha. He says mom, but I'm gonna say Martha. So yeah, now Martha's hypnotized. She read the email, so now she wants to kill Chloe. And Jonathan, he must have read the email too, because now he helps her want to kill Chloe, but then Clark stops him, and then they snap out of it, and it's just like, yeah, and they finally stop Dr. Garner. Yeah, and they finally stop Molly Griggs, and yeah, and yeah, and Adam, he finally met Clark, and well, but he wants to leave small. He wants to stay in Smallville, but then she's like, "Are you leaving?" I thought you for Metropolis, and he was like, "No, I'm staying." And she's then here's a place that you can stay at, Adam, and yeah, Yeah. And then at the end of the episode, it's like, hey, Dr. Garner, I lost 7 weeks of. I was in electroshock therapy that made me lose 7 years of my 7 weeks of my memory. He's like, yeah. He's like, I need your help to get that 7 weeks back. Lex. I get what he wants to do, but there could be consequences with him finding this out. He could be going to Clark's secret, or he could not. I don't know. But anyway, yes. So that basically ends up this episode. That episode pretty good. As good as you know. Not as boring as last episode, but yeah. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I'll see you next Smallville.